Hello, everyone. Today, we're going to walk through our exciting new prospecting platform, Navigate. During this tutorial, we're going to explore some of the features and functionality of the platform, from your ability to search, retrieve owner contact information, pull property level information, and take all of that information, organize it, and communicate with prospects. So let's get started. The screen you see now is a simple login screen that you would see when logging into your account. So you'll see you put your username and your password, and you will be greeted by a screen that is essentially your dashboard, if you will. Think about this as your command center. You'll notice that nothing is here right now. It says no campaigns yet because this is intended to be the first time you log into the system. And so what you want to do to kind of kick things off is create a campaign. Campaigns are what drive Navigate, and we'll see what that means in a second. So let's actually create a campaign. So you'll see here that we have a button that says New Campaign. Simply click on that, and what appears is a map with a search bar at the top. So the search is what drives this. Clearly, when you guys go out and want to farm an area, whether you know an actual address, whether you have a zip code, a city, a neighborhood, we wanted to keep the search fairly open-ended. So you can put what you need in there, and hopefully it will orient you around that area that you're trying to retrieve homes in. So in this model here, we have some sample cities and zip codes. So we'll choose one, and you'll see that an address populates here. This is, again, for example purposes. So you see the city of Torrance. Now, what you'll notice is this area is highlighted. Now, this won't happen when you use the platform. What you will do when you type in an address, the map function will zoom in that area, and we want to give you guys the ability to create your boundaries. The polygon function, which you'll find here with this draw icon, allows you to, once you click on it, create your boundaries for your campaign so you can identify the geography that you want to pull information back on. So homes in an area. So with this, we've chosen Torrance, and you can see the small dots here, which are intended to imply that there are homes in that area. We're going to click on one of these homes, and what you'll immediately find is every home that we pulled back in this area is shown. With each property card, you have the address, city, state, zip, bed, bath count, square footage, property type, whether that home is on the market or it's not. Clearly, if a home is on the market, we just want to be able to flag that for you. We'll also have, which is really exciting, filters. So what you see here are a small selection of filters. When we launch, we'll have many more, and we'll give you guys the options to have even enhanced filtering capabilities as add-ons to our base subscriptions. But what you'll have here are certain filters: value and tax. So estimated market value, tax assessed value, last sale date, the last sales price, bed and bath count, lot and building size, year built, and amenities. So these features or these filters will allow you to narrow down your search. If you're looking on behalf of a client, clearly you can customize your search here. Or if you're targeting a specific type of homeowner with the intent of listing their home, you can narrow down your search as well. So we're going to click out of the filtering button. And again, we're back at the list view where you see the property cards. And I mentioned before, creating a campaign, you can add every single home in the campaign if you want to do a wider kind of targeting approach, but you can also be very, very narrow. And we wanted to give you guys flexibility there. As much as bulk outreach is important, we know that you may want to be very, very specific and targeted with your outreach. So for this example, we're just going to choose one home here. We're going to save this campaign. We're going to give this a campaign name. Now, I wouldn't suggest necessarily this name, but this is just for example purposes. And what we've done is actually create a campaign. And the screen here, which was the dashboard that you saw before, which was not populated, this is now showing a populated dashboard with campaigns that the user would have run. And with each campaign card, you will have obviously a description of the campaign, a visual polygon here so you can see where the campaign, the boundaries of the campaign, when that campaign started, the last response. So you might send out communication and you want to know, hey, somebody actually did respond, so it's still active. We wanted to make sure that you guys had almost like a tear sheet here, so you could see the progress of each campaign. And this little 3-button symbol here will give you kind of the performance of the campaign, right? So if you're sending out email, you want to see how many emails were sent, how many emails were actually opened. If you're sending out physical mail, how many letters were sent, how many letters were actually delivered. Not a lot of people actually know that. We sometimes make an assumption that when we put something in the mail that it's automatically going to get to the end user. Sometimes it doesn't, but we wanted to give you guys visibility there. So that is actually how you create a campaign. Now, once you've created a campaign, let's actually explore what's actually in the campaign. So as we go in a campaign, so this is something that you would have already created. 12 properties were within that campaign. You will see that the property cards here, again, address, bed, bath, square footage, whether this property was on or off market, and you see where this is located on the map, right, to help orient you. So we've chosen this property. We can click here on property level details. You'll see obviously an image of the home, all of the deep detail on the property, whether or not that property is in an LLC or a trust. You'll see phone numbers, emails, and what's really important here is that, and it's not shown here, but it will be on our platform, is we have a way to actually rank the phone number and email by relevancy. So you're not getting a list of 5 or 6 phone numbers. We can show you which one is actually active, and we'll be adding a do not call flag as well, so we can remain compliant. So with this particular property here, as you can see, we are able to call, send an email, or send a postcard to this individual. So let's take a look at what sending a postcard looks like. So when we send a postcard, you'll see that you have the address already populated. You can customize the postcard here. You can include certain things that you might want as part of the QR code that we will be including in our postcards, and a simple message, right, where you can actually drop in the property address here, and your specific information. And as you see at the top here, you can select, do you want to do both email and postcard, or individual email and individual postcard? So once you click and customize everything, you'll see have the option to send the mail and get the confirmation. You can custom, and you have your copy here where the property address, you can populate it yourself, and your own email here, as well as elements to include. So one of the things we're also excited about is, if you're on a team and you have a team logo, your ability to actually upload your logo here, and really make it bespoke to you. So we're going to click next here. You'll get a notifier. Is this what you want to send? So we're going to go ahead and send the mail, and you'll get an email successfully sent. What's important to note here is we did it on one property. When you add all the properties here, every single selection of the properties will be included in that outreach. So 12 properties here, you'll be able to actually select all 12 and send out an email basically to all those people with those names in one click, which gives you immediate scale, right? So we've given you time back in your day. We've given you a way to track it, uh, more confidence in the process, your ability to still customize it. Um, so you can have more time back in your day and go on and do things that are of higher and better use. So this is something that we're really excited about delivering to you guys. I think when we take a look at a lot of the platforms and solutions that are out there right now, they've not automated the entire workflow. They stop a step short. And noticing and talking to realtors going across the country, we've noticed that we want to be able to create and provide a simple, approachable, intuitive, and efficient prospecting on your terms, how you want, when you want, and where you want. So thank you guys for listening, and I look forward to you guys signing up. Take care.